Welcome to another edition of the Bones of Advertising. You're John Douglas, and
you're Craig McLeod.
yeah, I'm still Craig McLeod.
That was a non-traditional way of starting. That was
episode 21 really warrants a new tradition. I think, JD, based on episode 20, I think it's time for a new tradition, and the new one's going to be a whole lot of new ramblings.
So we're not going to give up on the whole idea of just making shit up for 15 minutes on a Friday.
No. Hey, guess what?
What?
I heard a rumour.
Oh, really?
I heard a rumour.
Oh, I love a good rumour.
You might have a bone for us to chew over today.
I love a rumour. In fact, let's pick on that bone. Let's pick on the bone of rumours.
Pick it apart, yeah.
Yeah, like I heard a rumour.
Yeah.
It always starts with, I heard.
I heard.
Like, isn't that like, I heard?
That's just code for what I'm about to say is bullshit, but let's run with it anyway.
Yeah. I heard that Tupac Shakur is still alive.
But so's Elvis, though. He's been seen at a 7-Eleven numerous times.
Yeah, I think Elvis is well and truly dead. And if he wasn't dead before, he's dead now.
And what do you think it was that took him from us? Was it the deep fried peanut butter sandwiches, or?
I've only been brave enough to try that once, and you could feel the peanut butter hardening in your arteries every time you do it. But yet again, we're off track. I heard
it's actually a track. I don't think there's a track because we can't actually be off it if there isn't a track.
That's true.
Yeah.
We're forging a new way forward. Exactly.
We're like that tunnel going through under Melbourne that's kind of getting stuck and pulling out toxic soil.
Yeah. And that's our job, is to spread toxic filth over the advertising industry in Melbourne.
20 episodes in, we're doing quite a stellar job of that. But you've heard a rumour.
I heard a rumour that we're getting a pay rise.
Wow.
Any truth in that rumour?
Well, if we sign the client we're waiting on today, or if maybe we'll get a pay rise.
Yes. Yes. And that's how rumours spread. That's how rumours spread. I don't know who makes them up. I would love to be able to make up a rumour, but that's not the way I'm wired. I like gossip. And
let's go back to the essence of the rumour. What actually is a rumour, JD? Let's start with the point of what a rumour is. Is it a bit of information that has no foundation? Is that what we're really calling it? What is a rumour?
Well, there's a difference between rumour and gossip.
Right.
And rumours, and I think it's just because of the way it sounds. Gossip sounds like gossip.
Yep.
And rumour sounds like rumour, which sounds like it's more true than gossip.
But I reckon gossip, though, sounds a little bit more like...
Yeah.
I can't believe we just let that part come through. But anyway.
Gossip, I'll tell you what. No, gossip is like, do you know what Mary heard about Mabel from Jody? Like, all of a sudden it's like, yeah, this happened and this happened and this happened. Rumours are just like, we're getting a pay rise. Like, it's just don't tell anybody we're getting a pay rise. So rumours are kind of like have no real sense of where they begin. They're just they just become part of the conversation. Whereas gossip is, I heard from her, who heard from her, who heard from him, and then she said, and then he said, and it's like, it becomes tattletales. They're essentially the same thing. Rumour, from the old French, of course, as you would know, from the old French rumour, meaning noise.
Noise.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's pretty much what it is, isn't it? It's just noise that really has no place in a conversation.
Yeah.
So give me a bit on rumours in advertising, JD. What are we talking about with relevance to rumours in advertising?
Well, I think there's rumours that happen inside an agency.
Yep.
And then there are rumours that happen outside the agency in the wider kind of business.
Yep.
So Darren Woolley, who used to be a creative director.
Woolly. Yeah. Sorry, that's the Woolies out at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, Woolly. I love that. It's really got me. I heard it in the car the other day. But anyway, back to Darren Woolley.
Anyway, so he was he set up this I think it's Trinity P3 or P3, whatever it is.
Yep, Trinity P3. Yep.
What he did was he said, what I can do is I can help make it easier for clients to get a better view of the value they're really getting from agencies and blah 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 blah. When he launched, it was like, oh yeah, no, this is just one of those things that someone's kind of invented. But the more influence he had in client land, the more rumours were going around like, he's taking money. He's taking money from clients. And it's like, no, he's not. Well, yes, yeah. Well, he's got so much influence. Like, he's in league with the devil. Like, he's, you know, and it went from here's an interesting way for someone to help clients get a better view of the way advertising agencies can add value to, oh, he's on the take. Like it just went from there's a really good idea to why am I not making that money?
Is he taking money from us?
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't know. I've never met the man. I've been on the receiving end of some of the pitches that he's helped out with. It seems like an interesting, you know, third party middleman way of making money. It is what it is.
Speaks to their own. And, you know, other rumours, JD, all often centre around people losing accounts or accounts coming up for pitch. I've heard a rumour that maybe, you know, in the days of Holden, that Holden's going to pitch.
Yeah.
Really? So then you kind of, you know, scurrying the internet, looking at everything you can. There's nothing about it. It's just because someone decided that they'd walk out and you'd go, you know what? I reckon Holden are thinking about going to pitch. Holden have said nothing about going to pitch.
Yeah.
They've walked out of a meeting and then boom, off it goes.
Because they heard, I used to work on Holden, and and one of the best rumours we heard was Holden was going to put the entire account up for review, and they were going to take the entire advertising and marketing component internal.
Yep.
And we knew this to be completely false because we just signed a new contract with Holden that was like, no, you're the agency of record. And they'd said, we'd looked at doing something internally, but, you know, it would just be, you know, there's too much politics and we need a third party. We need an external. Like, we had a really open and honest discussion. But somehow between what had happened between the agency and Holden had got out into the real world. And before you know it, the marketing manager for Holden was getting toolboxes, he was getting fenders from old FJs delivered to his office with, we want to work on your business. A bumper bar.
Yes, I love it. Very good.
Yeah. So, and you know, that whole, and I think that's changed because people used to, you know, aging copywriters and account managers would go and drink beer with other account managers from different agencies, and it was that time when the media and the creative component would all join together.
Yeah. And
so there would be rumours flying in media land that something was going to happen, and then people would conflate that to, well, that's going to mean that there's something happening in the advertising land. And so, well, you know what I've heard? I've heard that Coles is up for review. And essentially what would have happened is that Coles would have meant that they would have invited a small media agency to give them a small project to see how they were going. And that one action would mean the entire Coles creative part of their account is up for review. Yeah. And then you would get the managing director walk into the creative department and say, the rumour is that the entire account is up for pitch. So we're going to work through the weekend and we're going to surprise them on Monday with brilliance.
Maybe it's the client seeding the idea to poke the agency to come up with something fresh and new.
For free.
For free. Hold on. Let's go back to the free creative pitch. So, JD, how do we manage rumours within the agency? How do you manage them?
Yeah. I'll you be me.
Okay.
And I'll be you.
Okay.
And you come to me and you say, Craig, I've heard we're all getting a pay rise. Just do that, and I'll show you how to handle it.
Okay. Craig,
yes,
I've heard a rumour that we're all going to get a pay rise.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Oh.
Yeah. That's
gone pretty quick.
That's the best way of handling a rumour, is tell them the truth.
Right, just shut down.
Yeah. You just use the truth to shine a light in the dark, dirty recesses of rumour land. And sometimes the truth will be believed, and sometimes the truth will not be believed. But the only thing management can do is just say, no, that's not true. Or say, it's not entirely true. Some of us are getting pay rises and some of us aren't.
I like that one a lot. The other thing I think as well is there's got to be some times when you go, you know what? I haven't heard that.
Yeah.
And as such, we'll continue to stay the course as we normally do.
Yeah.
Because we're really good at what we do. And as such, things aren't going to change so much unless we want them to change, because we're in control. We're not going to be managed and manipulated by the mill whose first name is Rumour.
Oh, well, I like that, yes.
We're going to stay the course, believe in ourselves, and really look for the truths, which we talk about a lot, JD, our simple truths.
Indeed.
Rumour has no place in our simple truth philosophy.
Captain Columbus.
Yes.
The truth, the crew has heard a rumour that the earth is flat and we're about to sail off the end. I haven't heard that. I have not heard that rumour, and as such, we're going to stay the course.
Let's keep going and see what happens. I reckon we're going to go. Look, JD, I think that was a really that was a good, fun episode of Bones of Advertising, Rumours. I quite like it. Have you got a parting thought for us?
I do have a parting thought. As a rule, Rumours was a fantastic one-hit wonder for a pretentious California band. That's what. Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah. No, I've got nothing else. But I tell you what. What I have.
You got a rumour?
Yeah. No.
Well, that's another edition of the Bones of Advertising. Thanks for watching, JD. I'll see you next week.
Thank you very much. A pleasure to be here.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.